All right, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat back there in the Philippines. And of course, it's a beautiful Sunday morning here in the US. And of course, we welcome you back for our discussion tonight for general education and also for professional education, all those items that we had yesterday. Okay, now let me go over a few things first before we start. Okay, so again, we are going to start with our general education discussion. This is 20 items from yesterday's live stream. Okay, so we start with general education. And again, our exclusive materials all go straight to GROW. If you still don't know what GROW is po is Gurong Pinoy Review online work group. This is our exclusive FB group, and this is where we send all the exclusive materials that we have that we know can help you pass the let. Okay, as to how you can be part of GROW, I will be giving you the details later. Okay, but before we start, of course, we are going to first have our opening prayer. And this time it is prepared by Ma'am Eunice Carvajal because it's a Sunday. And Ma'am Eunice Carvajal is the one who prepares our prayers on Sunday. Okay, so we start with our opening prayer first.
Magandang gabi mga kaguro. Ngayon, samahan niyo po muli akong manalangin. Iyoko po natin ang ating mga ulo at laan ang ating presensya sa ating Panginoon. Panginoon, maraming salamat po sa gabing pinagkaloob niyong muli sa amin para matuto mula kay Ma'am Mek. How we pray, magawa po naming matandaan at maunawaan, Panginoon, yung mga dapat naming maunawaan sa mga test items na nasagutan po namin kahapon. Lord, we are so thankful for all the blessings that you gave to each one of us, and thank you for all the love from our family, friends, and even sa mga hindi rin po namin ganun kakilala pa. Salamat sa mga tao na palaging nariyan para kami tulungan at para panatiliin yung kasiyahan na meron kami. Panginoon, hayaan mo nga po na sa gabing ito, ikaw yung maging sentro at ikaw na nga po yung bahala sa aming pag-aaral. Muli, itinataas po namin ang lahat ng papurit pasasalamat sa iyo na aming Panginoon na tagapagligtas. Ito po ang aming panalangin sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Maganda.
All right, so again, we would like to thank Ms. Ma'am Eunice Carvajal for always preparing our prayer. No? So every Sunday we have Ma'am Eunice who prepares our closing and also our opening prayer, of course. All right, so again, before we start, please don't forget to like our video. If you're watching us on YouTube, please do like our video. If this is your first time to watch us, then make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, Gurong Pinoy. There's a lot of videos there that can help you pass the let. If you're watching us on Facebook, then make sure that you react to this video, heart this video, like this video, share this video, start a watch party, tag your friends, share this with the groups that you have joined so that we can reach out to more people and we can help them pass the let. Okay, so again, we are back for general education. And this is the 20 items that we've had last night. Okay, now, before I proceed, please, those people who have won in our first online acquaintance party, make sure that you send your details so that isang pagpunta lamang po yung magsisend ng price nyo, isang beses lamang po siya pupunta sa remittance centers. Okay, so make sure po that you send your details as soon as you can, preferably right now, okay, or after this live stream. All right. So again, this is general education. All exclusive materials go straight to GROW, and we start without further ado. Okay. Make sure that your notebooks are ready, your answers are ready, and we are going to start checking your work. All right. We start with question number 1, general education. Okay, question was, what is the molecule that allows plants to capture energy from sunlight? Now, we've already talked about this last week. Last week, meron po tayong question about photosynthesis. You know that photosynthesis is a process through which plants make their own food. Okay, so photosynthesis is a process through which plants make their own food. They use sunlight. Okay, the light energy, radiant energy coming from the sun. Your reactants are carbon dioxide and water. Okay, and of course, through the presence of chlorophyll, the green pigment in plants, it is the one, this is the pigment that harnesses the light energy coming from the sun, okay? And so the plants are able to produce oxygen and sugar. Sugar here is glucose, that's C6H12O6, which is also a starch, okay? And then our question last week was, what is the waste product of photosynthesis? We said it's oxygen because this is not used by the plants. It is just given off back to the atmosphere. But of course, your oxygen is very important for us animals because this is what we breathe in. Okay, but for number one, of course, the correct answer is chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophyll po is the correct answer. That's letter D for number one. Now, ATP here is adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate po is the energy that we have in our cells. Okay, but the correct answer here would be letter D. Chlorophyll ang malakas, sabi ni Ma'am Maylene Pontillas. Okay, so letter D. Tama po kayo. All right, now we go to number two. This is still in science. A human arm, a bat's wing, and a seal's flipper are examples of, is it analogous organs, embryonic organs, homologous organs, or vestigial organs? What's your answer for number two? Ano po yung answer niyo for number two? Good evening po sa inyong lahat. Ma'am Aname Colot, thank you for tagging your friends. If you haven't clicked follow yet for Gurong Pinoy's Facebook page, make sure that you follow us. We only need a few more people so that we can reach the 10,000 followers. And because if we reach 10,000 followers on Facebook, we can already have an in-stream ad. Okay, so make sure that you follow our Facebook page. You encourage your friends to join us in our live streams. Okay, now some of you are answering C. Meron din namang D. Okay, so again, a human arm, a bat's wing, and a seal's flipper are examples of letter A, analogous organs, embryonic organs, letter C, homologous organs, or letter D, vestigial organs. Now, we have three types of organs in our anatomy, okay, but the answer here would be letter C, that's homologous organs. Okay, so homologous organs is the correct answer, okay? Bakit homologous organs? Let's go over the different slides that we have here. Okay, so this is your homologous organs. These are similar in structure and share a common origin, but may be adapted to perform different functions. So you have your examples here. Okay, the different limbs that we have, these are homologous organs. So yung paa ng dog, paa ng horse, okay, yung kamay ng human, bat's wing, the flippers of your dolphin, yan po yung nakikita natin dito sa ating question, a human arm, a bat's wing, and the seal's flipper are all examples of homologous organs. Kaya homologous organs po ang ating sagot. Okay, similar in structure, share a common origin, but may be adapted to perform different functions. Okay, of course, iba-iba yung functions nila. Dolphins, flippers, of course, this is helping them in swimming. Okay, yung dog's feet naman, of course, pag naglalakad sila, yung human arm, iba din naman yung function niya. Okay, so it is adapted to perform different functions, but they are similar in structure and they share a common origin. Now, ano naman yung analogous organs? Okay, when you say analogous organs, these are those that have evolved separately but look alike because they are adapted to perform the same function. Okay, so they have evolved separately, pero the same po yung kanilang appearance because yung function nila is similar. Okay, similar, not just similar, but the same. One examples of this would be, of course, the wings of insects and birds. Okay, so analogous organs po, hindi diverse yung functions nila, hindi iba-iba yung, hindi sila adapted to perform different functions. They have exactly the same function. Okay, kaya analogous organs yung tawag sa kanila. Ano naman yung vestigial organs? Vestigial organs are those organs found in some living things that do not perform any functions. Wala silang function. They simply show an evolutionary relationship with other living things. Your example for this would be your cocci. Okay, cocci or tailbone, tawag dito sa Iloilo is yung pigtot. Okay, yung pigtot natin, hindi ko alam kung anong tawag sa Tagalog. And this is just a remnant of a lost tail. Remember, the early humans were believed to have tails. just like the primates, no? So, sabi nga, yung cocci, yung pigtot natin, wala na siyang function. Remnant na lamang siya ng evolutionary tail that we had, that humans had before. Okay, so that's your vestigial organs. All right, but the correct answer, of course, would be letter C, homologous organs for number 2. Okay, now we go to number 3. An important endocrine gland that is shaped like a bow tie and located in the neck is called letter A, pituitary gland, letter B, adrenal gland, letter C, parathyroid gland, or letter D, thyroid gland. What's your answer for number 3? Number 3, karamihan on YouTube, their answer is letter D. Carry lang po. Sa mga late, habol po kayo. Again, please don't forget to share our video. Start a watch party. Tag your friends. So that we can reach out to more people. Okay, no, karamihan sa inyo, your answer is letter D. I've already posted this on Grow, the different endocrine glands that we have. And of course, the correct answer here would be letter D. Okay, so letter D po is the correct answer for number 3. That's your thyroid gland. Now, let's go to the next slides that we have here. Okay, now these are the location of the major endocrine glands that we have. When you say endocrine glands, these are the glands in the body that keep their secretions within the body. Okay, kung ano man yung sinisiklit nila, nasa loob lamang ng body natin. Hence the term endocrine. And of course, their secretions are called hormones. Okay, tinatawag nating hormones yung mga secretions nila. All right, so you have the different glands here. Sa brain mo, of course, you find the pineal gland, the hypothalamus, and the pituitary gland. The master gland is called your pituitary gland because it is believed to control the rest of the functions of the different glands. Hypothalamus, of course, is the one that controls your emotions, your hunger. Okay, that's your hypothalamus. Your thyroid gland is found in the neck. Okay, so this is a thyroid gland. Or parathyroid glands naman is on the dorsal aspect, sa likod na bahagi po ng inyong thyroid gland. So your thyroid gland is actually the one that affects your neck, no? So pag meron kang goiter, it is due to some defects in your thyroid gland. Now, you also have your thymus here. Sa chest na siya. Adrenal gland, okay, nandito sila. And of course, yung adrenal gland mo nasa kidney yan. Pancreas mo. It also secretes some hormones, ovaries for females, and of course testes for your male. Okay, so these are all glands. They are all secreting hormones. And of course, we know for ovaries, meron tayong mga estrogen, progesterone, lahat po yan galing sa ating ovaries. Testes naman, they also have their testosterone. Okay, so these are hormones that are secreted by our sex endocrine glands. Okay, now, what are some of the functions of the different glands that we have? So you have the different glands here. This is the hormone that they secrete. Ito po yung hormone, yung substance na sinisecrete nila, no? Yung chemical substance na sinisecrete nila. These are the target organs that they have. Pag sinabi mong target organs, this is how they function or to where they function. And of course, they have the specific function here. Okay, so yung pituitary gland mo, you have several hormones that is secreted by your pituitary gland. Okay, now nagfa-function din siya to control your ovaries, your kidneys, etc. Kaya nga tinatawag natin yung pituitary gland natin as the master gland because it is controlling many other glands. Thyroid gland mo, this one, that's also for metabolic rate. Adrenal glands mo is for fight or flight hormone, yung adrenaline rush na tinatawag natin, no, from adrenal gland siya. Pancreas, of course, for your blood sugar levels, it is the one that secretes your insulin. Okay, nagko-control ng blood sugar level natin. And of course, you have your ovaries. I've already mentioned this, your estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone coming from your testes. Okay, so these are the different glands that we have in our body. Okay, but the correct answer, of course, there was for number 3, that's letter D. That's your thyroid gland. So thyroid gland is the correct answer for letter D. Okay, now we proceed to question number 4. Which of the following is an organism that feeds on necrotic and decaying matter? Okay. All right. Now, can you please send me your answer for number 4? Iba-iba karamihan sa inyo, your answer is letter D. Dito sa YouTube, karamihan, their answer is letter D. Okay, now, which of the following is an organism that feeds on necrotic and decaying matter? Of course, when you say necrotic, these are organisms that are dying, okay? Dying, almost dead, okay? Or even the dead organisms. Decaying matter, ito naman, syempre, patay na, no? Dedo na, okay? So, nagde-decay na siya. It's already going through decomposition. Is it your vulture? Letter B, algae. Letter C, parakeet. Letter D, yeast. Now, the correct answer here, of course, is letter A, vulture. Your vulturi. Okay? So, yan po yung vulture natin. Kinakain niya yung mga patay na animals na kinatay. For example, pinatay ng leon, pinatay ng tigre. Yung vulture would be the one that would... Ito yung itsura ng vulture. Hindi ko alam kung ano siya sa Tagalog, no? Siya yung... pumupunta sa mga pagkain na sa mga animals sa pinatay, especially ng mga predators natin, and of course they feed on their decaying matter. Okay, so that's your vulture. Vulture po is the correct answer, letter A. Now, ang algae po, algae mo, this is a type of protist. And ang algae po kasi, they have the capacity to make their own food. So, photosynthetic sila. They undergo photosynthesis. Parakeet is a type of bird. Okay? So, type of bird po siya. So, it's usually a herbivore, no? Herbivore siya. And kumakain din naman siya ng mga worms. So, omnivore, no? Kumakain siya ng worms and even leaves of plants. Ang yeast mo naman, of course, you know your yeast, they feed on sugar and carbohydrates. Okay? Kaya siya ginagamit sa pag-bake, no? Sa pandesal, pag-bake mo, you use your yeast. Okay? The correct answer for number 4 is letter A, vulture. Okay? Vulture po. Okay, now we go to number 4, the asexual reproduction which occurs when a new organism develops from an outgrowth is called blank. Okay, what do you think is the correct answer for question number 5? Okay. So yung iba nagsasabi na yung ibang answer na review center is yes. Kaya alam niyo na po kung ano yung tama. Okay? That's why I'm telling you, it is very important for you to choose your review center. It is very important for you to choose your resources dahil yung iba po mema lang. Okay? So you have to really know which channels to choose, which channels to trust. Okay, now we have the different types of asexual reproduction here. And what do you think is the correct answer? Okay, so karamihan B. Okay, tama po kayo. That's budding. Okay, so letter B, budding is the correct answer. One example here is hydra. Okay, so yung hydra po, ano bang nangyayari? There is just a growth of bud. There's a growth of the bud. And of course, the bud develops mouth and tentacles, and it detaches from the parent, becomes independent. Okay, so this is what you call budding. Budding. Hindi po buding ha, hindi po buding. That's budding. Now, of course, we know that fertilization is a sexual form. Sexual po siya na klase ng reproduction. And so this is not the correct answer. We're looking for asexual reproduction. Okay, in fertilization kasi, you need your sex cells, your egg cells, and your sperm cells to unite. No, to have a union so that the embryo may be formed. Fission naman, this is in bacteria. We usually call this binary fission. The bacterial cell would just divide itself by 2, by 2, by 2, by 2. Kaya mabilis silang dumami, no? Kaya mabilis silang mag-form ng colony. Grafting, of course, alam nyo to, lalo na pag kayo ay isang plantita at plantito, no? Grafting, meron kang mature na part ng isang plant and you merge it, you combine it with a younger plant. Okay? So kahit na maliit pa lamang yung puno, meron na siyang bunga. That's grafting naman. All right? But of course, for number 5, the correct answer is letter B. Okay, now we go to number 6. What measure of central tendency can best describe the size of t-shirts commonly worn by teenagers? Okay, ano kaya yung tamang sagot? Okay, what do you think is the correct answer for question number 6? Ligwak ba? Now, speaking of t-shirts, again, inaayos na po natin kung paano po kayo maka-avail ng ating official t-shirt. Congratulations to Sir Chris Mamuyak for having the winning shirt. No? So, again, we are trying to fix na your t-shirt as to how you can have your own t-shirt. Okay? Of course, the Guru Pinoy na official t-shirt design, as designed by Sir Christopher Mamuyak. Again, for those of you who have won in our online acquaintance party, make sure that you send your details doon po sa chat group na meron tayo, no? Sa chat group na meron tayo before, where I was sending you some instructions with regards to the contest. Okay, the correct answer here, of course, your hint here is commonly worn. Okay, commonly. And this is, of course, the mode. Okay, mode po. That's letter A, mode. Commonly worn. Remember your 3 measures of central tendency, the mean, median, and mode. If you haven't watched our video on them yet, make sure that you go to YouTube later and watch our video, the mean, median, and the mode. Of course, when you say mean, this is the average. Okay, this is the average of all the scores. Median naman is the middlemost score. And ang mode mo naman, this is the most frequently occurring score. And yung hint mo dito sa number 6 is commonly worn, meaning ginagamit ng mas nakararami. And so the correct answer would be letter A, that's the mode. Okay? So, mode po. Letter B naman, range. This is not a measure of central tendency. This is po a part of the measures of dispersion. Okay? Dispersion na siya, or variability. The range, of course, is computed by subtracting your lowest value from your highest value. So, highest value minus lowest value, that is the range. Okay? So, the correct answer is letter A, the mode. Number 7. If a die is rolled, what is the probability of getting a number divisible by 2? Okay, what do you think is the correct answer for number 7? Habol po tayo. For those of you who have just tuned in, make sure that you react to this video, share this video. Okay, share niyo po yung ating video. If you're watching on YouTube, please do like our video. A lot more people haven't liked this video. Okay, nasa 40 plus pa lang yung likers natin sa YouTube, pero marami na yung, almost 100 na yung watching. Please don't forget to like our video. Okay, now sabi dito, yung die is rolled. Die po is the singular form of dice. Okay, so this is a singular form of dice. What is the probability of getting a number divisible by 2? Now, when you are getting the probability, of course, you divide an event with the total number of possible outcomes. Okay, divide an event with the total number of possible outcomes. Now, sabi dito, dapat, what is the probability? No? Kinukuha mo probability of getting a number divisible by 2. Okay, divisible by 2. Now, ano ba yung mga numbers na meron tayo sa die? Meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hanggang 6. Tama? Now, out of those 6 numbers, what are the numbers that are divisible by 2? Your numbers that are divisible by 2, of course, would be 2, 4, 6. Okay, 2, 4, and 6 are all divisible by 2. When we say divisible by 2, pag dinivide mo sila by 2, wala pong remainder. Okay, and so we have 3 numbers that are divisible by 2. And so there is a total of 3 possibilities out of the 6 total outcomes. That's 3 out of 6, 3, 6, or the simplest term for this would be 1/2. And so the correct answer is letter A, that's 1/2 po. Okay, so letter A, 1/2 is the correct answer. Now, tandaan po ninyo when your math question is asking you for probability, tandaan po, if there is only a die, isang die lamang, your denominator would always be 6. Okay, so may 6 na possibilities if it's just a die. If there are 2 dies, your possibility would be 36. So 36 po yung total, not just 6, but 36, 6 times 6. If your probability question is asking for a deck of cards, then of course, your denominator would be 52. 52 po yung total number of deck of cards. So may lamang, no? May advantage yung mga sugarol dito. Okay? So yung mga nagsusugal, yung mga nagtutong, it's medyo advantageous pag may probability problems tayo. Okay? So number 7 po, that's letter A, 1/2. All right, now we go to number 8. This is still in math. In a physics test, 9 students obtained the following scores: 80, 86, 78, 88, 90, 82, 76, 84, 92. What is the median score? Okay, ano kaya yung median score? All right, again, if you have just tuned in, make sure that you follow our Facebook page. We welcome all of you, especially our first-timers. We also welcome you in our YouTube live stream. If you are watching us through YouTube, make sure that you like this video. Again, people on YouTube, you still have not liked this video. Okay, go ahead and please click that like button. Okay, those people who are watching us on Facebook, please do like our Facebook page. You may also go to YouTube later and check the rest of our videos. We already have 30 plus videos for all our live streams. There's also a playlist for Gen Ed. There's a playlist for Prof Ed. And of course, please react to this video, share this video to all of your friends. Okay, so again, hinahanap natin dito is the median score. As I have mentioned, when you say mean, that's the average. Pag sinabi mong median, that's the middlemost score. Pag sinabi mo namang mode, that's the most frequently occurring score. Now, you are given the grades of 9 students, the scores of 9 students. How are you going to get the median score? Unang-una po, sinabi natin the median score is the middlemost score. But before you get the middlemost score, hindi po siya ganito lang yung itsura ng inyong scores. Dapat is you arrange them from smallest to biggest. Okay? So from the smallest number to the biggest number. So we try to arrange them first. That's 76, 70, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92. And then of course, you get the middlemost score. Now, swerte tayo dito because we have an odd number of scores. Meron tayong 9 scores. And so that means meron talaga tayong pinakagitnang number. Okay, if you are looking at our score distribution here, we can have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers to the left. And we also have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers to the right. And of course, the middlemost score that we have here is 84. Okay, so 84 po yung middlemost score natin. 4 na numbers sa kanyang left and 4 na numbers din sa kanyang right. And so, our median would be 84. So again, unang-una po, yung kailangan yung gawin is to arrange them from smallest to biggest muna. Yung numbers mo from smallest to biggest, and then you get the middlemost score for your median. Now, what if you have 10 scores instead of 9 scores? No? Pag 10 scores ka, meaning meron kang even number of scores, okay, kunwari may 93 dito or may 94 dito sa last part ng yung score distribution, what you do is you get the 2 middlemost scores average. Okay, so kukunin mo po yung average ng 2 middlemost scores mo. Okay, and that would be your median. All right? So again, number 8, that would be letter A, 84 is the correct answer. Okay, now we go to number 9. This is social studies. Ang dami nating social studies na items. Sir Migs, thank you so much for your ayuda. Thank you po. Again, if you still have not followed our Facebook page, please do follow our Facebook page because we only have a few people. We only need a few people more. before we can have in-stream ads in Facebook. At pwede na din kayo mag-send ng stars if we reach the 10,000 followers that is required by Facebook. Okay. Karamihan sa mga nasa YouTube natin, the answer is letter A. This is social studies. Okay, kahit sa Facebook, letter A then. Through the galleon trade from 1565 to 1815, the Philippines has extended contacts with. The correct answer, of course, would be letter A. That's Mexico. Okay, because your galleon trade was done between Manila and Acapulco, Mexico. Okay, Acapulco po yung lugar ni Talia. Okay, so letter A is the correct answer. Okay, now we go to number 10. The fundamental right invoked by filing the writ of amparo is the right to self-defense, the right to due process, the right to life, liberty, and security, the right to be defended by a public attorney. What's the correct answer for number 10? Thank you so much, Ma'am Loyalen Bancale Dakipil, for sharing our video. Thank you po. Okay, now many of you are answering letter C on YouTube. I've already discussed this last week, yung mga iba-ibang rights natin, no? We said yung writ of habeas corpus, pag sinabi mong writ of habeas corpus, that's the right to be protected from being kept, okay, in detention, from illegal detention. That's the writ of habeas corpus. And of course, the writ of amparo, I've already mentioned this. When you say writ of amparo, amparo there means protection. And this is letter C. Okay, so letter C is the correct answer, the right to life, liberty, and security. Protection, and for you to uphold your natural rights. Okay, of course, the right to life, liberty, and security. These are all our natural rights. So the correct answer, of course, for number 10 is letter C. Letter C po ang tamang sagot. Now we go to number 11. The biggest of the 7 continents of the world is, okay, what do you think is the answer? Asia, Africa, Australia, or Europe? Again, please do share our video, start a watch party, tag your friends, follow our Facebook page, react to this video. Okay, karamihan dito sa mga nasa YouTube, their answer is letter A. Dito sa Facebook, okay, Asia din, letter A din, yung answers nila. Good evening, Sir Usman Aziz. He is one of our international students. He's watching from Pakistan. We're glad to have you back. We're at number 11 for general education. Ma'am Vils Lofar Bolok, thank you for sharing our video. Okay, that's why we have to use English, because Sir Usman is always commenting on my videos. He's always saying, I can't understand it when you're using Filipino. Okay, so again, number 11, the biggest of the 7 continents of the world is it Asia, Africa, Australia, or Europe? The correct answer is, of course, letter A. That's Asia. That is where you find the Philippines and the rest of the Asian countries. So according to the land area, Asia is number 1, then followed by Africa. 3rd would be North America. Then you have South America. Number 5 is Antarctica. Then you have Europe. And of course, the smallest continent, which is also a country, is Australia. Okay, so the correct answer is number 1, that's Asia. Okay, so again, number 1 po, Asia is the correct answer. All right, now we go to number 12. Which band played the Marcha Nacional Filipino, or the national anthem, on June 12, 1898? During the declaration of the Philippine independence? Is it letter A, Del Monte Band, letter B, Pangkat Kawayan ng Pateros, letter C, Kawit Cavite Band, or letter D, San Francisco de Malabon Band? Okay, what's the correct answer for number 12? All right, again, please don't forget to share our video, like our video. If you're watching us on YouTube, like it. If you're watching it on Facebook, heart it. Okay, start a watch party, share it in any of the groups that you have joined. Tag your friends so that, of course, we can reach out to more people and we can help them pass the licensure exam for teachers. Okay, now a lot of people on YouTube are answering letter D. Karamihan sa YouTube, letter D yung answer. Ma'am Jill Peñalver, good evening po. She used to be my student, no, but of course now, licensed professional teacher na. Okay, the correct answer here, of course, would be letter D. Letter D po yung tamang sagutan, but hindi siya, it's not shaded, but the correct answer is letter D. That's San Francisco de Malabon Band. Okay, so again, that's letter D. San Francisco de Malabon Band is the correct answer for question number 12. Thank you, Ma'am Marilyn E. Cortez, for sharing our video. Now, this is the explanation that we have here. Julio Nakpil composed the Marangal na Dalit ng Katagalugan, the noble hymn of the Tagalogs, which was chosen by Andres Bonifacio as the hymn of the revolution. However, the current national anthem entitled Marcha Nacional Filipina, Philippine National March, was composed by Julian Felipe. Lumalabas po yan sa LET. This comes out in the LET. Who composed the Philippine National Anthem. That would be Julian Felipe. And a well-regarded musician from Cavite Nuevo, now Cavite City, at General Aguinaldo's request. It was first played in public in Kawit by the Banda San Francisco de Malabon after Ambrosio Rianzares Bautista read the proclamation of independence and unfurled the national flag in public. Okay, so that's Julian Felipe, your composer. Okay, so that's the composer, Julian Felipe. All right, so the correct answer, of course, was letter D for question number 12. Now we go to number 13. The province in the Philippines, which was called Mai by the Chinese in the 14th century is, okay, what's the correct answer for number 13? So dati pa man din ay nangingialam na yung China, no? Nananakop na yung China. Meron na silang probinsya na nasa Pilipinas. Okay, so they already have provinces in the Philippines. This is the Chinese during the 14th century. As early as the 14th century, they've already been to the Philippines and they've already had their provinces. Okay, now what do you think is the correct answer for question number 13? A lot of you are answering letter C. Okay, and of course, the correct answer here would be letter C. That's correct. Okay, so Mindoro po is the correct answer. Mai was an ancient sovereign state located in what is now the Philippines. Contemporary scholars believe Mai was located either in Laguna de Bay, okay, Laguna de Baino, or on the island of Mindoro. Okay, so Mindoro is the correct answer. Okay, so letter C, that's Mindoro. Now we go to number 14. It illustrates a particular data series through rectangles. Okay, it illustrates a particular data series through rectangles. What's the correct answer? Is it the bar graphs, circle graphs, line graphs, pie graphs? Again, for those people who have just tuned in, make sure that you react to this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, go to YouTube and check out the rest of the videos that we have there to help you pass the LET. Thank you, Ma'am Guzman JT or Sir Guzman JT for tagging your friend. Okay, karamihan sa inyo, most of the people here on YouTube, their answer is letter A. Okay, and that's the correct answer. Your hint here is the term rectangles. It illustrates a particular data series through rectangles, and that would be your bar graphs. Okay, so letter A, bar graph is the correct answer. Now let's take a look at the different types of graphs that we have here. Okay, here on the screen, you have the 4 types of common graphs. The first one is a line graph, and this is used to show trends and change. Okay, so if you are trying to show a certain change over a period of time or trend or a period of time, you need to use a line graph. So this here is an example of your line graph. So you can see the changes as it happens. This is per month. Okay, now number 2, of course, your bar graph. This is using your rectangles and it shows comparison of choices. So if you are comparing different choices, the best type of graph for you to use would be your bar graph. Okay, so example that we have here is this, the nicest fruit. What's the best type of fruit? No, what's the favorite fruit for different people? And so you have apple, orange, banana, kiwi, etc. You are comparing your choices, and so you use your bar graph. This was shown in our question a while ago. It uses rectangles. Okay, so it uses rectangles. Number 3, pictograph. This one is a very unique type of graph because it uses picture keys. So here you have an example, the apple sold in 4 months. So you have January, Feb, March, and April. Now, if there is a question about this in the lab and you're asked to interpret your picture graph or pictograph, make sure that you check the key, okay, the key or the legend. So that means here, one whole apple would mean 10 apples, and half of that, of course, would mean 5. So if your question is, how many apples were sold in February? Your answer, of course, would be 40, not 4, okay? 40, not 4, okay? Because each of these apple is worth 10 apples. Okay, so that's your picture graph or pictograph. Now, number 4 is a pie chart, and this one shows the part versus whole relationship. And usually in your pie chart, you'd see the percentages. Okay, so for example, payday budget for households, 10% goes to savings, utility bills, that's 15%, tuition fee and school allowance is 25%, etc. Okay, so that's your pie chart. Another term for your pie chart is a circle graph. Okay, it's a circle graph. All right, so these are the different types of graph that we have. Again, the correct answer for your previous question was letter A, bar graphs. It shows your data series through rectangles. So bar graphs po would be the correct answer. Now, what about number 15? This is still with regards to your graphs. Okay, what do you think is the correct answer for number 15? Ma'am Julie Beth Pagaw Tumagna, thank you for tagging your friends. Thanks for sharing, Ma'am Bill Slofar Bolok-Bolok. Okay, again, thank you for supporting Gurong Pinoy. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, then make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out all the videos that we have there. If you haven't followed our Facebook page, please do follow our Facebook page. Those people are always watching us on YouTube. Please also go to Facebook and follow our Facebook page. We only need a few hundreds of people so that we can reach the 10,000 followers, so we can have in-stream ads on Facebook. Okay, so please follow our Facebook page and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am going to be posting more videos on Facebook and also on YouTube, the shorter videos. I haven't done that anymore for a few months, no? Medyo nawili na tayo sa live stream. Live stream kasi, I like it better than posting videos because in live stream, I don't really need to prepare a lot. Okay, I don't need to prepare a lot. I just make the questions, then I talk. Thank you, Ma'am Joy Dairit, for your pakape. Thank you so much po. Okay, in your videos kasi, if you are going to be posting videos, then you need to edit it, you need to cut some parts if there is a need to do so. Okay, so medyo hectic siya. Mas hectic siya for me as compared to your live stream. But I will be posting more videos so that we can have more viewership, so that we can reach the 10,000 followers. And also, I will be using the rest of the social media. So I'll start using TikTok. We have our TikTok account, but we're not really using it for education. So we are going to start using TikTok. The rest of the TikTok videos that you have there in Gurong Pinoy PH right now is just the videos of Rain and me being silly. And of course, we also have Instagram. So we'll start using the rest of our social media accounts. All right, number 15, it can be used to show the progress in academic grades over four quarters. What's the correct answer here? Many of you are answering letter B. Okay, kahit sa Facebook, your answer is also letter B, and that is the correct choice because, of course, it is going to show the progress, the change, or the trend over a period of time. We've already explain this to you, the different types of graphs and their different uses. So the correct answer is letter B. That's the line graph. Bar graph is used for different choices. It uses horizontal lines or vertical, not lines, horizontal rectangles, vertical rectangles, po pwede. Line graph is to show trends or change. Pie graph, of course, is to show the relationship between the part and the whole. And the circle graph and pie chart are the same. Okay, pie graph and circle graph are the same. Okay, so number 16, we proceed. It is the process of storing, recovering, and disseminating recorded data through the computer. Is it letter A, information technology? Letter B, information retrieval. Letter C, information utilization. Letter D, information science. What's the correct answer? What do you think is the correct answer for number 16? We welcome everyone who have just tuned in. Welcome po to Gurong Pinoy. And also, please do follow our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please share our video. Okay, now many people on YouTube are answering letter B. Okay, now this is the process of storing, recovering, disseminating recorded data through the computer. The correct answer, of course, would be letter B. That's information retrieval. Information retrieval is the correct answer, and this is actually the definition of the term. Okay, that's information retrieval. So storing, recovering, and disseminating recorded data through the computer. That's letter B. Letter B po is the correct answer. Okay, now we go to number 17. Social network service available through a computer is Wikipedia, Google, iPad, Facebook. Okay, so Sir Sean has transferred from YouTube to Facebook. Ma'am Conch in Fiestol, thank you for sharing our video, ma'am. Okay, now many of you are answering letter D. Of course, your hint here is social. Okay, social media, social network service available through a computer. The correct answer, of course, would be letter D. Alam niyo to, that's Facebook. Wikipedia is just some references, no, some articles that are written. Google, of course, it's a search engine, and of course, iPad, this is just a device. Okay, it's correct answer. That's letter D, Facebook. Now, number 18, blank means the graphics will be displayed more than once. What's the correct answer? Okay, what's your answer for number 18? All right. Some people are answering letter D, others letter C. Okay, the correct answer here, of course, would be letter C. That's tagging. Ma'am Glidal Asis on YouTube said, lumabas ito sa last LET exam. Yes, tama po yan. All our items were from the previous LET. Okay, so you know that these items are really targeted. Okay, correct answer po dito is letter C, tagging. Not tiling, but tagging. Bakit hindi tiling? Tiling po is a command in a graphical interface, squares up all open windows and displays them in row and column order. So this is tiling. Okay, so this one is tiling. And of course, tagging is the correct answer there, okay? Because this means the graphics will be displayed more than once. You can also find this, so you've also experienced this if you are tagged in a picture on Facebook. Okay, if you're tagged the picture on Facebook, of course, it is going to be shown several times, okay, more than once. Okay, so tagging po is the correct answer, not tiling. All right, now we go to 19. Face-to-face communication is made possible via the computer through Twitter, letter B, Skype, letter C, email, letter D, Google. Okay, what do you think is the correct answer for number 19? The question is, face-to-face communication is made possible via the computer through, is it Twitter, Skype, email, or Google? Of course, the correct answer is letter B, that's Skype. But now we already have so many platforms that we can use. We can use Google Meet. We can use Zoom. Okay, the correct answer here is letter B. That's the Skype. Thank you so much, Sir Basilenyo. Sir Basilenyo, thank you for your ayuda, sir. Maraming salamat po, Sir Basil. Okay, number 20. Messages are easily transported anywhere in the world through, is it letter A, e-shopping, letter B, e-register, letter C, e-learning, or letter D, email? Okay, some offices would also be using Microsoft Teams. Even Ateneo is also using Microsoft Teams. Okay, so Skype, my Zoom, my Google Meet, my Microsoft Teams. Okay, a lot of you, of course, are answering letter D. I think it's pretty obvious. The correct answer here, of course, would be letter D. That's email. Okay, so please count your score for our general education for this weekend. Count your score. Hindi po yung mali yung kinakount, yung score po yung kinakount natin. Okay, just store your score. Keep it aside because you are going to be adding that to your Prof Ed scores later. All right, now we end this live stream with item number 20. We are going to the next live stream, which is Prof Ed. We have separated the Prof Ed and the Gen Ed discussion today. Okay, we are going to do that in the following live streams because many people are saying that there is so many parts that they need to scroll back to because our videos are very long because we have Gen Ed and Prof Ed together. So starting tonight, we have separated the discussion for Gen Ed and Prof Ed. Okay, so we'll go to our Prof Ed discussion for our Prof Ed live stream. I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, bye. See you in a few minutes. Let me just end this live stream.